Hi, how y'all doing? It is March the 23rd, 2026. It's Monday. Here in Ontario, Canada, sky's still cloud covered. Alright? The sun shone through a little bit, but through the clouds, right? So, went to bed good last night. Didn't take long to go to sleep, although my feet were just full of electricity. It was just driving me. So it was massaging my toes and scratching them, right? But it didn't last for long, so yeah. And then I dreamt all night, woke up several times, just dreaming. My son had the same kind of experience. So yeah. Yesterday I didn't do a video. I had a very icky feeling day. My son, when he came home last night, said he was feeling the same way. So I believe it had to do with the 30-hour blackout we had, right, yesterday, and part of the day before. So yeah, I don't know what the Schuman is today. I think it's active though. My ear's ringing. I don't feel as icky as I did yesterday. Not as much pressure in my head or in my body. So I think it's not blacked out anymore, right? All the planets are out of retrograde, so everything's moving forward, right? What else? Did you know that one of the reasons for the conflict in Iran is that they're closing a portal that's there, right? There's specific places on Earth where there's portals. What's a portal? It's a window or a door, right? So they have a lot of mountain range there in Iran. So I imagine it's probably a door that goes into a mountain, into the Earth. Hence a portal, right? They're probably fighting over it. One wants it open, one wants it closed, right? So I believe that's probably what the jig is up there. You know? Just a thought. I wrote a couple things down. Not very much, though. I don't have a lot to talk about. Oh, that's another thing. I seen a video yesterday or the day before, and it was 4 military's drones were stolen out of a complex in the States, right? So it's possible they're getting ready for a false flag or pretend attack from the IRGC, the Islamic regime, on America, or who knows what other countries, right? They have operative CIA people, FBI everywhere. Although those people really aren't in charge anymore. But there are still people that believe that they are doing right by working for the bad guy, who the head guys don't exist anymore, right? What do they call them? Sleeper cells, right? So they gotta make it look like a war, remember? They're doing their fake World War III, which we're already in, but it's an information war, propaganda war, right? But they have to have something to back it up, just like the attack on the World Trade Center. You know what I mean? No planes hit it. It was a perfect implosion, a detonation. How they fall buildings straight to the ground, right? They didn't find no aircraft parts, nothing. So, yeah, they might be trying to pull something off like that. I heard this. One of the bad guys built a bank building in the United States somewhere, right? So maybe they're gonna do it on that. Who knows, right? It's hard to think like them because they're twisted, and good people don't think that way because we wouldn't do that, you know. But they will because they're low vibrational. They don't know any other way, right? So yeah. Anything else? Oh, I got a lot of tension in my shoulders. It's lessened up a little bit, but now it's really tight again into my shoulders, the back of my neck, right there, right. Last time, I don't know, I had a lot of tension in my neck and shoulders, like intense. It was the big earthquake of Japan a couple of years ago. It was a 9 point something. So I'm thinking maybe, possibly, it could be something like that building up again, right? I had a lot of pressure in my spine yesterday. We're laying down, wouldn't even take it off. Got into my ribs and everything. So that could just be from the Ascension too, from the blackout of the Schuman resonance, right? Because like I said, my son was feeling pretty icky. So, strange realm, right? Beautiful realm, strange realm. I'm going to the chiropractor this afternoon as long as my truck starts, which he will. He's a good truck, right? And yeah, see if he can help me out a little bit. See if anything's out of alignment. Put it back in. Maybe I'll head up to the pot shop too and get the marijuana I wanted. And then come home and make my dinner. My son and mine's dinner. He pays me every week for making him dinner, right? Which is nice because he's a grown man. He could do it himself, but yeah, who doesn't like my cooking? All my children do, right? The other children think he's spoiled because of this, right? Which in a way, in their eyes, I can see why they think that way. But yeah, it is what it is. He can't afford to go get a place to live. Plus, there's a housing shortage everywhere. But that'll get better once the immigrants go back to their own countries, right? And plus, people have been popping off left, right, and center everywhere in the world. Ambulance be going crazy. And all YouTube videos I watch of adventure YouTubers, right? So that should open up some places too, right? But then again, it's the how much is the rent? Can you afford it, right? So it all get turned around once this flips, right? I'm not sure how much longer they're going to take it. Hopefully it's over by April the 1st. April Fool's Day, right? Happy New Year, right? Kind of thing. So yeah. No birds. No canines. Not very many people out. Children went back to hell. Learn how to be good little devils. March break's over, right? So I was talking to my friend Tass a while ago, and where she was talking about church, and I was saying about sinners, right? I said, why would you go to church? You go to church to be a good little sinner, just like you go to school to be a good little devil. Do you know what I mean? I said, so only sinners need to go to church. Are you a sinner? She's like, no. I said, there's no such thing as sin anyway. All right? So I thought that was funny. Only the sinners go to church, right? Why would you want to go there to meet people? They're not good people, right? They sin so much they have to go every week to get forgiveness, right? Just behave yourself. I mean, come on. But I guess they all got educated in hell, right? Why do I call it hell? Because school, when you break it down to its etymology, it means hell, right? So, yeah, I didn't like hell. That's why I didn't stay there very long. All right. Every day I feel better than the day before. Every day I see the good things in life. And every day I have more gratitude. I love you all to consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye. Bye.